or fun-size candy at fun-size prices like 3 for $8 so you can build your own trick-or-treat bowls. And for a head-to-whoa disguise, check out the Halloween shop for spine-tingling deals on costumes and more. Get in, out, and on your way to freaky fun. Target run and done. Pricing may vary. Restrictions may apply.
It won't be long before the calendar flips over to 2019. As a guy who flies by the seat of my pants, that's scary. But for those that do a little planning, that's not so frightening at all, especially if you have as a partner First Choice Personnel. Hey, Nicole.
Hey, Tim. Definitely. Have anyone. Give us a call. We have candidates every day coming in. We have people looking for jobs every day. Give us a call. We have clerical people looking. We have production, manufacturing, assembly, CDL drivers. Give us a call.
Get your 2019 planning started the right way with First Choice Personnel, 797-7810. What are you really looking for in a bank? Customer service? Of course. You want that personal touch, right? Sure. You want a safe place, someplace you know that your money's going to be and it's going to grow, be there for you when you need it. Perfect. Technological advances. Yeah, that's one thing that you look for, right? Being able to bank anywhere, anytime, everywhere. You get all of that and more with Gibbsland Bank and Trust. The great banking team. Mansfield Road, Williamson Way, East Texas and Bossier City. The great banking team of Gibbsland Bank and Trust.
Hitting cleanup on the Tim Fletcher Show. Highland Clinic Orthopedics.
KWKH AM Shreveport Bossier. The home of LSU sports is 1130 The Tiger.
What up, G Monies? Hope all is well with you and yours. It's 13 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. Cruising on through this lovely Monday, October 29th. Going to get up to 82 degrees today. Same thing tomorrow, sunny and bright, warm. And then Halloween Day, rain. Cool temperatures. 100% chance of rain on Halloween. And a high of about 62. So the Fletchers may be putting out a bucket of waterproof candy at the end of the sidewalk. First one gets it. Want some, get some. I will not be wasting any cinnamon gummy bears or cotton candy taffy from Swoop in the rain. That's for certain. Our little show brought to you by Chill and Hill. Have you heard about the Shape Pod? Yeah. They've got a Shape Pod that, basically helps you shape your body into what you want it to be. They've got so many different ways to do this: the relaxation mode, the wellness mode, the power nap, the fitness mode, weight management mode, which is hyperthermic temperature and intense massage. Oh, and they also have the cryoskin sessions. Lose inches, no pain, 30 minutes, non-invasive. You're looking for a treatment that will help remove unwanted fatty areas that are just not budging with diet and exercise. Cryoskin could be the one for you. It's all available at Chill and Hill. 460 Ashley Ridge Boulevard, Shreveport, Louisiana. Chill and Hill, taking care of you. 798-4325. Adam, Bayou Bellway's trash text line. Still have some blue dots.
We have a lot of them. 832 area code. Maybe the stars will align and Texas will play A&M in a ball game this year. Certainly would have a huge crowd. Not going to happen. They just
said it isn't going to happen.
Well, they just, for some reason, it's not wanted. I don't fully understand. But apparently they've had chances to do it in the Texas Bowl recently, and just people don't want it done. 318. On the private side, the higher seed has the home game regardless. Talking about high school, I don't think that's true either. And I asked Coach Guin about it. He said it's, to his understanding, it's just the semifinals where the higher seed is guaranteed at home regardless of travel. I can't find anywhere where that's the case. So I'm not saying that guy's wrong, but I feel like we would have remembered that.
Right.
I don't know. He also says 2016 Evangel had 3 straight games in New Orleans. And that happens sometimes, especially when you got just a handful of teams in your playoff bracket, like Division I has, that Evangel's in and Bird is in also. That's kind of the part of it. If you don't have one of those 1 or 2 seeds, you got a chance to be on the road a lot, and a lot of those teams are down there. 99, we went on the road 4 straight weeks, and we were the 2 seed because the rules were different then. So we had the home game first round, and then 3 straight weeks, New Orleans, I think John Ehret was the team we played, Ouachita, then down to Baton Rouge for Catholic, and then to the Dome after that. So it happens. 318 number says hook 'em ?
Is Texas back?
Hook 'em ! I don't know what you want from me there.
Saw where, what was it? After Arkansas beat Tulsa, a couple of the Razorback players did the downward thing.
Why?
Oh, wait a minute. That was me. I'm sorry. That was me.
You have to be Southwest Conference or Oklahoma, I think.
Tulsa was close.
Oklahoma State was doing it, and I was like, hey, you're not Oklahoma or Southwest Conference. Could you stop? Thank you. Gold Domer, every week as Williams is getting burned like toast, Saints fans clamor for Crowley. The next week Crowley is getting burnt. Can we ask for Williams? I just hope this vicious cycle ends soon.
I've never asked for Ken Crowley.
No.
He is so good at playing chase. If that were the name of the game, he would be all-pro. Just like, what was it, Browner would have let when he was, if holding was the name of the game, Browner was the guy. He was the best.
Oh, God.
He was absolutely the best holder of anybody out there.
That guy.
Yeah.
I thought we had agreed not to talk about him anymore.
Bayou Bellway's Trash Text Line. Bayou Bell. Talk trash with Bayou Bell, 671-9900. Text us on the Bayou Bellway's Trash Text Line.
318, he is correct. It was changed after the 2011 when higher seed Bird lost at Cairncrow. No. The semifinals. The higher seed is at home. It's not all the way through.
At least that's the way we think.
I'm almost positive about that. It's the semi, and that's only been the last couple of years, not 2011.
Right.
Yeah. It's not the entire way through because of what that would cost for travel for teams if they go on a run. Sweet Lincoln's Mullet says Streef said it was Eli Apple on the pick six.
There we go.
So there was the there was his jacket.
That's right.
At least Eli Apple was on the field.
True.
So
Eli Apple!
And played that side of the ball.
Yes. At least he didn't say, Michael Thomas! Wait a minute. Jack Hunt?
What?
When did he play wide receiver for LSU?
Why would he be out there?
He's short, and he's not that fast.
Why would he be out there on defense? Much less offense.
Well, why would he be lined up on the Hail Mary for that? Because he's got good hands. Jack Hunt! Jack Hunt!
318 from MRI Guy, y'all should put Silver and Black on the payroll. That man is a wealth of knowledge.
He is. Hey, Tim.
Tech fan, let's see. Oh, okay, I see what it is. Breeze touchdown traveled all of 18 inches, his touchdown pass.
Yeah. Mahomes
Some are more memorable than others.
Yes. It's 501. 502.
There you go.
501.
No, he had
502 now, right?
Fist pump, you guys may have already chatted about this, but how do the Bucks coaching staff look the team in the eye if they don't make Fitzmagic their starting quarterback for the rest of the season? Winston has way too many weapons to be such a high liability.
I don't think they may not be able to look. They might not have a chance to look at each other in the eye. That was
Is Amazon doing that season thing again this year?
So, but I don't know who it is.
We just don't know the team.
No.
Oh, I hope it's Tampa.
That would be great. They've got to play Fitzmagic, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, even
Fitzmagic.
I know he had a couple of bad games after the hot start.
Well, he had the one bad half. You know, he had the 400 yards, 400 yards, 400 yards,
Yeah.
and then he had the bad half, and then that was it.
That's the thing. At least he's not turning the ball over at a rapid pace.
Again, the last 5 games for Jameis Winston. 3 picks, 2 picks, 2 picks, 2 picks, 4 picks.
Yeah.
6 picks.
$1, 5, 7, 9, 13 interceptions in his last 5 games. In the NFL, You can't get away with that in high school, much less the NFL.
318, shouldn't all Saints fans
Right
right now be jumping for joy? The defense won a football game. Nobody would have thought this was going to happen early in the season. Don't worry about Drew Brees and the receivers. They will be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know anybody. I mean, I know we had the text earlier, but
Someone said without Drew Brees, they wouldn't have won this game.
they lost by 40, he said.
They would have lost by 40.
That's what the texters said.
No, they won by 10, and Drew didn't have to play well. Drew didn't play poorly.
Play bad, no.
And the pick he threw, he had
Receiver
a
had a
blitz right
shot
in
at
his
it.
face.
Yeah.
He just overshot his receiver.
Yeah, and the receiver was still there.
Right.
But had
It was
a
in
chance
the
at
right
ball,
direction.
yeah.
It was about a yard, about 2 feet too high.
Yeah.
I got no problem.
No. And at least it was deep and down the middle as opposed to out on the boundary, taken back that way. Yes.
Dr. Donut, I felt like Apple did okay as
Apple
Crawley's
Bridgewater.
replacement, considering he had only 4 days to learn the system. P.J. Williams is by far still the worst piece in the secondary. We need Patrick Robinson back ASAP.
Hey, you got the pick six.
What do you want from him?
He was the man with the hot hands.
Man with hot hands, man. Now, granted, Kirk Cousins literally looked like he was throwing it to P.J. Williams.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's weird why Diggs stopped his route. I don't put that on the quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very strange because when you're about to release the football and there's an abrupt stop,
Yeah.
what is a quarterback supposed to do?
Right.
Yeah. And speaking of quarterbacks, I mean, we saw something you'll never, ever see again and haven't ever seen. 3 quarterbacks in on one play. That was nuts. All
Like-
3.
Taysom Hill said afterwards, Coach Payton, or as he says, Coach Payton is a genius. And he threw the ball. Wasn't the prettiest pass, but it got
wasn't,
there,
but
44 yards.
It might have
May have bounced.
He got there.
May have bounced.
might have gotten there.
But I don't know.
Who are we to judge?
Who are we to judge?
318 number. How about the ageless running back Adrian Peterson?
He had a run yesterday where the long touchdown run,
Yeah, 60-plus yard touchdown.
that no one caught him from behind.
And even when they did, he just pulled them on in.
I was like, he has something to prove yesterday.
Washington's 5-2.
I don't mind them being in first place. They're
No.
one team in the East that I can
Kind of live with.
NOU colors. I can live with this.
I kind of like Alex Smith.
Yeah, and that's
I
our
don't have a
buddy
problem.
Dennis Bodie's big team,
Favorite
the
team,
Redskins,
right.
So we miss Big D, and no, if there's one team that up there at the top that I don't mind, it's them.
Yeah. It's kind of fun that the unheralded Gruden is literally a good coach, and the other one,
And the other,
Is lost
train
right
wreck.
now.
they're bad.
and they're really bad.
They could have won yesterday. I mean, it was a game till the end, but geez.
Right.
318 Louisiana will be nationally on the center stage next week.
Yep.
LSU taking on Alabama. Saints versus the Rams. What a weekend. That's true.
Fletcher
318.
Mackle said it's the biggest weekend since 1838 in Louisiana, or whenever the Louisiana Purchase took place. Or when Mardi Gras was invented. That's it.
318, I'm so happy about Davenport and Eli Apple. And the little Apple emoji. It appears on every text about Apple because people just, fantastic. Rusty Shackelford, let's see. Yeah. With LSU playing Texas coming up, I want to see Mississippi State versus Texas in a bowl game. I want to see what their offense can do against a good SEC defense. I don't think that's possible. Yeah, I think...
Well, Texas is scared.
Obviously. Well, it could. It depends. Obviously, these next 4 games, if Texas is back in the Texas Bowl, which I do not foresee being the case, that would be one. And Texas winning out to go to the Sugar Bowl would be another one. I don't see that happening either. It's there. The possibility, it's not out of the question.
How hurt is Ellinger? He didn't play great. He did okay, but
Second half, he was
got it
fine.
out.
He was fantastic. I think he just kind of had to. Receivers did not do him any favors in the first half either. That was
True.
He had a Burrow like first half with guys dropping the ball, but second half he was great. I think he's fine. They played. Look, they were fantastic in the second half. They just put themselves in too much of a hole.
Yeah. Billy joins us on the Mudbugs Hockey Hotline. Hello, Billy. Hey, Billy.
Hey, Blitz, how you doing today?
Good, buddy. How are you doing?
Doing just fine. First, tell Adam, I wouldn't worry about the Texas right now. I think
Don't worry about
next year
Texas right now.
is
Next
their
year
year.
is their year.
But I do believe they've got to do something about that defense. I don't know what it is about the Big 12 and defense.
I know it's the Big 12 defense.
They don't like
because all their high school, all their players come from the state of Texas, and all the state of Texas does is throw the football at high school level. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, if they could just get a defense, and somebody plays defense in that league.
Defense actually was playing well before last week.
Texas Tech played pretty good defense.
Yeah, Texas Tech didn't play bad defense either until last week.
Until last week.
It's just when so many of the players come from Texas high schools, and that's what Texas high schools do. It's throw the ball around. I don't know what you do.
But the main part of my call is I let everybody know the Saints right now, and I don't know how much more I can get in during this week because I figure everybody's going to be really fired up about this. Mm-hmm. We're going to know about this by the end of this week. If Alabama is one of the greatest teams ever, and I still hear everybody, well, you know, even if LSU loses big, Clemson may be still better, or Notre Dame might be just fantastic, you know, or something, which I have no confidence in either one of those teams going against Alabama. Because if LSU gets blown out by Alabama, I'm not sure who stays even close to them.
I kind of agree with that, Billy, but I wonder also if we're seeing that through purple and gold tinted glasses, and I think that we've got, at least I know I've got a little SEC bias in me. But yeah, if LSU doesn't give them a good game, I tend to believe that their best chance at a loss will probably come if Georgia beats Kentucky this weekend and they face Georgia in the SEC championship.
Right, because if LSU goes out there and Alabama beats them by more than 3 touchdowns, Fletch, what we're saying is that Georgia pretty well stinks. You know, that LSU is nip and tuck with Florida, so they stink. That means we all stink in comparison to Alabama. And that pretty well means that, in my opinion, that Clemson stinks. Because, as I say, I watched them with A&M go back and forth, and I've not seen a team play a competition up to their level and just get blown out. And now I will see that if that happens to LSU with Alabama. Because I do not believe Florida State was ever close to Clemson's level.
No.
What did you believe?
No. 59 to 10. Yeah, it was 59 to 10.
That was not the Florida State of, that wasn't Jimbo Fisher's Florida State, the one that I saw.
No, they were bad. They're not good. They've got infighting. Taggart said after the game that he had players quit. There were players on the team that said they had players quit, so no, that's not a good indication of. But Clemson did win 59 to 10.
Right.
Over.
I am never going, and I'm sorry. One thing I am is maybe an SEC fan too much, but I'll never believe to this day that right now that Georgia would get blown out by Michigan. I don't believe it, and so I have to pretty well say that, and the way things are going, we will see Georgia and Alabama at the end. But if Alabama blows out LSU, I just don't see. There's no way I can see it happening that they wouldn't do the same thing to Georgia. And I'll hang up and let y'all go with it.
All right, buddy.
I'm just looking over my list of people who thought Michigan was going to beat Georgia. I think this Mario Pose dispenser is
That's the only one?
Yep. Shea Patterson. Luigi.
It's me.
Oh, good God.
Luigi. It's me, Mario. Mafia staff card. Keep your hands off.
Maybe the other teams aren't bad, but Alabama just is really good.
That's kind of what the analytics have been trying to tell us all season long.
I don't know.
And I am trying to kind of make myself believe that LSU's got a chance because Alabama hasn't been tested. I'm trying to. The thing that I saw where Joey Galloway They all did their, hey, here's our predictive for the college football playoff rankings. It'll come out Tuesday. He had Michigan ahead of LSU. And I was like, okay.
For this week?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Stop.
Stop me when I get to a great team that Michigan has played.
I got no problem with Michigan being up around that area because of their record, but
they lost to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
They beat Western Michigan. They beat SMU. They beat Nebraska.
Yeah.
They beat Northwestern. They beat Maryland. They beat Wisconsin, and they beat Michigan State.
What are the state champs of Michigan?
Mm-hmm.
Got that going for them.
Purdue, as far as some of the other little rankings there, they're up there. Iowa's in the top 15.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan State 15th in the FEI. In the S&P, I'm trying to find another Big Ten team. Ohio State's still up there at number 10. Penn State at 12. Don't set Purdue at 17. I'm trying to find an opponent of Michigan's that's up there. They're not there. Michigan hasn't played anybody.
No,
the only team they played, they got beat.
Yeah. But somebody's got to be up there.
Oh, I get it. That if you wanted to just rank the people that were deserved to be in the top 4, then there might be really
not a lot of great candidates this year.
Happy Sam Burns Day to you at Calvary today. Y'all going to have a celebration? Top 3 finish, Sam Burns?
I don't know.
I
think we should. I think you should go to the GoFundMe page for Calvary Soccer and just.
He only won. Let me see.
Just a couple of nickels or dimes.
$255,200.
That's all.
That's all he won.
Oh, we all played the wrong sport growing up.
Oh, I know we did, but granted, I probably wouldn't. I would have been about 1/100th as good as Sam is. But Sam had his first top 3 finish in the PGA Tour.
All your drives would have been like picked off by birds in the air.
Wow.
You said you wouldn't have been good. I was just trying to compare the football.
That's what he leaves on. That's what he leaves.
That's a mic dropper.
That is a mic dropper, but it bounces back up.
Not that time.
Oh, there you go. See you later, Hester. Sam Burns, former Calvary Cavalier, LSU All-American, birdied 3 of his final 5 holes, including a chip in off the green for a birdie on 17, to fight his way back into the top 3 for a $255,000 payday. So way to go, Sam Burns, his first top 3 finish on the PGA Tour. Super-de-duper-de cool. 8:34 the time. Tim Fletcher Show, 11:30 the Tiger, brought to you by Rapolo's Insulation. Keep the hot side hot, cool side cool. Rapolo's Insulation, 865-5113, 865-5113. It's going to be warm today, but by Wednesday it's going to be cooling off again. It's going to be cooling and cooling and cooling, probably going to be in the 60s and 70s and 50s for quite some time. And then we get into the 40s. And then you're going to realize, wait a minute, Center Point's sucking all the money out of my wallet. They're stealing from me. Well, it feels like stealing because you could really do something about it. Like if you leave your car open, the windows down, and all your Christmas gifts in there, don't be shocked if you come out of the mall and they're all gone. Well, don't be shocked if you don't have the right insulation if your energy bills are through the roof. Literally. That's where your money's going. Through the roof and into Center Point's money. Into their money, into their account. Rapolo's Insulation, 865-5113, 865-5113. You just reminded me of Scott Musket there for some reason. I don't know why. The way he's kind of dancing, I can see Musket dancing like that. Rapolo's Insulation, locally owned and operated. Good old Brian Rapolo. Tim Fletcher Show, 11:30 the Tiger. We'll be back with Rogers Hampton and I right after this. Let Swoop Stores brighten your day. 109 East Burt Coons in Shreveport, 3818 Industrial Drive in Bossier City.
Welcome to Walk-On's Bistro and Bar, where every dish starts from scratch. Fresh ingredients bring our food to life. Mouth-watering cuisine, unique flavors, and we're always more than happy to share our Southern charm and culture. A love of life, family, food, friends, fun, sports, and celebrations. Walk-ons. It's game day with the taste of Louisiana.
I'm not very fast, and sometimes I'm furious, but I will tell you this. If you want to be fast and furious, have they got you covered out here at Landers Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram? So many Challengers, so many Chargers, 5-star safety in the 2017 Challenger SXT, so you're safe, you're secure, but you also can be fast and furious. Oh, look at here. This is the sound that it makes when you close the door of a Dodge Charger. Oh, that sounds good. It would sound better if I were actually in it and firing this puppy up. Can you smell that? Oh, do you smell what the new car is cooking? Landers Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, 2701 Benton Road, just south of I-220, underneath the 2,400 square foot American flag. GoLanders.com.
Experience Dell Cinema technology on the Dell XPS 13, a laptop for people who never say no to one more episode.
Hi there. I'm calling about my dinner reservation at 7. Yeah, I'm not going to make that.
With lifelike color, brilliant sound clarity, and uninterrupted streaming, Dell Cinema technology on the Dell XPS 13 with an 8th Gen Intel Core i7 processor makes whatever you love to watch even better. To learn more, call 800-BY-DELL. That's 800-BY-DELL.
Get the ultimate Black Friday deals at JCPenney. Starting this Wednesday, save up to 40% on select major appliances. Plus, buy more, save more. Get up to a $600 Visa prepaid card when you buy 2 or more qualifying appliances. Plus, get 18 or 30-month special financing with your JCPenney credit card through 11/21. JCPenney. Style and value for all. Event is valid 10/31 through 11/29. Conditions and exclusions apply. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. Must request at time of purchase. See store or jcp.com/appliances for details.
O'Reilly. Save on your next oil change with 5 quarts of Valvoline Max Life motor oil and a MicroGuard filter on sale now for the same price of Valvoline Conventional at $26.99. Extend the life of your vehicle and improve engine performance with Valvoline at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limits apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Rogers, I'm not sure about you, but I have gotten the cold shoulder before in my house.
Oh, a time or two.
And oh, wait, I'm talking about just it's too cold in the house.
We'll
talk about that off the air.
Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
Off the air.
Sorry.
That's the subject matter off the air.
Sorry.
If you're getting the cold shoulder, the cold toes, everything's a little frigid in your house when the temperature starts going down, you need that heat taken care of with AccuTemp. 861-2255, 861-2255. Red River Brewing, 1200 Marshall Street. They're open from Hump Day to Holy Day. Wednesdays through Sundays, 11 a.m. till 10 p.m. And it's the home of the Fat Calf Boucherie. Oh, you want local meats? They've got them for you. Mouth-watering food, incredible craft beer. It's in one place. Red River Brewing, 1200 Marshall.
1130 The Tiger, your home for LSU sports, powered by Jack Spring Electric.
Let Swoop Stores brighten your day. 109 East Burt Coons in Shreveport, 3818 Industrial Drive in Bossier City.
1130 The Tiger is your home for Wrestling Observer Live, weekdays at 2 p.m., where we talk pro wrestling from around the globe. Catch us this afternoon at 2, right here on 1130 The Tiger.
You're on 1130 The Tiger.
Welcome back, everybody. 11:30, The Tiger. Tim Fletcher Show on this lovely Monday, October 29th. We are so happy to be hanging out with you. First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call. First Choice Personnel bringing you the First Choice Personnel Coaches Conversations every single Tuesday through Friday. You know this, that when it comes to finding you a job, First Choice Personnel absolutely gets it done. Located 6550 Uri Drive. Can't miss them. 797-7810, 797-7810. They have got a ton of jobs open right now. You can go to their website, firstchoicepersonnel.net, firstchoicepersonnel.net. Check it out. They are successful for the main reason they care about you. They want you to get the job you want, and for employers that are using their services as well, they are wanting you to be very satisfied with the people they send your way. 6550 Uri Drive, Suite 2500. Give them a call, 797-7810. Make First Choice your last call. Rogers.
Damn.
Bayou Bell Waste Trash text line.
Yes.
Blockbuster. Heath says it benefits Alabama to lose to LSU this week. They're going to make the playoffs anyway. If LSU wins, Alabama doesn't have to play the SEC championship game. Sports Wife enjoyed Adam's little joke. All my drives would be picked off by birds. Everybody's ganging up on me. Mike Sewell, who helps out with us tremendously on Friday Football Frenzy, is our Houghton correspondent. Michigan is the state champ. Funniest thing I've heard Hester say in a while. See, that's funnier than his birdie thing. EA says Paisley is a sellout. He visited Saints preseason, caught balls, and he was with some other team this year doing the same thing. I think it was the Browns on Hard Knocks. Yeah, he was. He was with the Browns on Hard Knocks. Very good catch.
You got to watch out, or Kenny Chesney's going to get upset. He's the Saints cowboy guy.
When they punted the ball, had the jugs gun send the punt to Kenny Chesney.
Yes.
And almost knocked him down.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, you bald-headed little turd. You know.
I did.
Why don't you get on the football field?
And straighten that hat.
Yeah. Why don't you just go over there and keep making a mockery of country music? Brad Paisley going crazy. Brad Paisley to Garrett. Songs are about big life moments. Garrett, I got nothing. Robert texted in, speaking as a diehard Saints fan to all you arrogant Cowboy fans out there, I love Jason Garrett. Jerry to Jason, I'm going to miss her. A little Brad Paisley song, I suppose.
Wow, I guess I was going to say, I guess so.
State record hog harvested yesterday in Kirby, Arkansas, 986 pounds. Thank you, Draco. Kachu asked, did we lose any survivors this week? Nope. And he replies, ugh. Going back to the whole argument about who hosts, higher seed host of all the other conditions are the same. Yes, that's right. 318, Devin White was at North Caddo Saturday for a youth football game. You could not ask for a better representative of Tiger football.
His coach said he was going to, high school coach said he was going to be in town. He did, yeah. That's awesome.
318, I can't wait to see what Sean Payton has in his bag of tricks. He had all three quarterbacks on the field at one point. Yep, that was pretty interesting. Go Broncos. Glenn says, does anyone know where I can get a paper bag? The Broncos suck. Yeah. 318, rest in peace, Dennis Bodie. Used to watch the Skins with him at In Cahoots Bar and Grill every Sunday. Bama Doug says Mardi Gras started in Mobile. And Terry, I would assume the game day will be down in Baton Rouge, huh? Yes, they will. And he also says the Razorbacks kill our strength of schedule. Yeah. They help you, though. Give you a win. You know? There's a couple of things here that are just too funny not to get to. How angry fans can get, you know, when your team starts failing. This is from SB Nation. I love fan meltdowns are fantastic. I have certainly been there and done that. But the Texas fans and Miami fans and the Florida State fans may all take the cake. So after the loss to Oklahoma State on one of the Texas message boards, Longhorn fan says, I don't want to watch football anymore. That's all he had. That's all he wrote. I don't want to watch football anymore. But then no one ever added anything to it. So he continues on his own. A complete joke. Dan Neal, we have our answer. No, Texas is not mature enough to handle success. Being destroyed on national TV. Not sure the Horns can recover before next week because West Virginia has a better team than Oklahoma State. Still no one else posting other than this person.
There's got to be a history.
So he comes back. Sorry for being honest. Where am I wrong, guys? Seriously. Anyone thrilled with this performance? Still no response.
Even after you asked.
Yes. Explain the offsides, guys. Want to argue the complete joke comment? So tired of posting without any response. Gutless. Finally, someone replied back, we're playing scared like a bunch of blanks, coaches and players. And the guy didn't comment anymore. He finally got someone to comment. That's all he wanted. And have you heard about Emmanuel Acho?
Is that the new meal at Jimmy?
It is one of the Jimmy V's Fajita Factory bringing you the Emmanuel Acho and the Cabo.
What was it?
Cabo Fiasco. The Cabo Fiasco and the Emmanuel Acho. Ask for it at Jimmy V's Fajita Factory. If they don't have the $7.99 fajitas, which they do, ask about the Emmanuel Acho or the Cabo Fiasco. It's the Fletcher Special. $7.99 lunchtime fajitas at Jimmy V's Fajita Factory. You got any of them Emmanuel Achos or nachos? What are they called again? Old Mill Road, right next to I-20. So Emmanuel Acho is a former Texas linebacker, works for ESPN. Texas benched 2 starting cornerbacks for the first quarter because of missing a team meeting or something. So he tweeted out, so hashtag Texas benches their 2 starting cornerbacks for the first quarter and allows 260 yards in that quarter to Oklahoma State. Second most in the last 15 years. Texas must to find another way to discipline in the future. I understand all the teach your players a lesson tweets, but y'all understand if Saban benched players every time they violated team or American laws, Bama might not have a single national title. Then he added, bruh, you can't be late to meetings, then come out here and get mossed. Your team needs you. Hashtag Texas, hashtag Oklahoma State. And then he keeps on going in. I can't watch this dude play defense anymore. It's actually trash. If you know, you know. Hashtag Texas. And he was talking about Chris Boyd. So a guy tweets at him, I know Chris, man. He knows he didn't play well, but you letting him have it on here. Chris isn't the type to take this type of criticism very well, especially because he considers you as a brother. I just don't want him to feel like he can't even trust you, man. So Emmanuel Acho, the Texas Longhorn ESPN employee, no, I feel you. I didn't say I was talking about Chris. I never put nobody on Front Street like that, but anybody who feels that tweet applies to them should probably step up. I played a hell of trash games in my day, LOL. You grow up, move on. You feel me? Well, Chris Boyd didn't feel him. Chris Boyd, the Texas Longhorn, who apparently was the subject of these tweets, who was suspended for the first quarter, tweets back at the man Acho, keep running your blanking mouth. Don't show up around this facility. You was warned at practice. Running your mouth further than your football career took you. Yeah. They're not the only fandom, though. Washington fans are done with Chris Peterson. HardcoreHusky.com. Blank this program. I'm blanking out. We suck. SND shouldn't lose to Cal. We're a loser program. PROGRUM. Upper campus don't give a blank about winning. Fire Peterman. In this blanking team. I want blank James back. I want to blanking win. No one in this fan base has the Tandars except for those site. You guys get it. Peterman does not. Blank everything. Someone follows up with,
slow your roll.
Stay positive. Blank Peterman. So the response, we lost the cow. LOL, I'm done. Blank Husky football. Blank Peterson. Blank Browning. Blank Hayner. Blank everything. Roll Tide! Yeah, they've gone. Everybody. Hate everyone. So anyway, Miami losing to Boston College. In Miami's Twitter account, Canes Football tries to be positive. After the first Boston College score, Boston College scores on a 10-play drive. Miami 0, Boston College 7. Guy replies, already with a BS. After the Miami scores, that's a big boy play at D. Lamb, 81. Touchdown Canes. The reply, right, embarrassing. After another Boston College score, Canes Football tweets out, the Eagles score a touchdown on a 10-play drive. Miami 7, Boston College 14, 2:50 first quarter. Guy replies, is this a retweet? At the end of the first quarter, they tweet out, through one in Chestnut Hill, and a picture of the quarterback and the score. And the reply was the youth football team that couldn't break through the paper sign and got all knocked down. Defense holds BC to a field goal, Canes Football tweets out. Miami 7, Boston College 17, 9:04 second quarter. Way to look at the bright side. After a good play, Canes Football. There goes 4 with a nice snag over the middle for a first down. Miami is driving. Guy replies, throw the ball in front of the receiver. It could have been 6. After a Miami touchdown, Canes Football tweets out, wild at 13 DJ for a touchdown. The reply, how on God's green earth do you have a 5-yard punt return inside the 10-yard line with not one but 2 blocks in the back on the return? That's piss poor. After a defensive stop by Miami, Canes Football tweets out, defense does a good job forcing BC to punt. Canes take over on the 15. Reply, we must be trying to run the clock out. This is ridiculous. At halftime, Canes Football tweets out, we're right in it. Headed to the locker room. 17-14 Boston College. The reply, yes, a dogfight with BC. Proud day for the Canes. Canes force a Boston College punt. Will take over on the 6-yard line, Canes Football tweets out. The reply, Boston College knows our quarterback can't hit the side of a barn further than 10 yards, so they're playing up on the line. A little later, Canes Football, after a BC interception, at Bandy Trajan comes up huge with a pass breakup to help limit the damage to an Eagles field goal. Miami 14, Boston College 20. The reply, this guy's worse than Ja'Cory Harris. Canes Football tweets out, Miami 14, Boston College 27, 6:26 third quarter. The reply, get Jimmy Johnson out of retirement. There's a turnover. Canes Football tweets out the turnover chain. All right, at Romeo Finley. The reply, this is the most remedial offense I've ever seen. Into the third quarter, Canes Football tweets out, head to the fourth, knocking on the door. The reply, social media dude, let coach know Malik ain't it. Thanks, boss. And the game over, final 27-14. The reply, joke. Fans, what will the replies be by either Alabama or LSU fan bases for the losing team? It's almost worth monitoring this weekend.
Oh my gosh.
Draco says Peterson's the top 10 coach in the country. Yeah, he is. Mm. 8:56 the time. They're just insane. You don't know what cares. I love the professor from Florida State who just decided. Did you hear the story? Yeah. He was at the game with his daughters.
Yeah.
They were sophomores and freshmen at Florida State. He's a professor there. He said, I was sitting on the shaded side, but it was cold, and then enough people left on the other side of the stadium, so I went and sat over there in the sunshine, and it was so warm I decided to take my shirt off and started reading a book. And he became basically the absolute picture of Florida State football. Shirtless dude reading a book at the game instead of watching the game. Not a moment that Florida State fans are going to want to remember forever. 8:57 is the time. It's an all-call, all-text Monday. 320-1130, Mudbugs Hockey Hotline. Bugs split their games this weekend in Odessa. Lost on Friday, rally to win on Saturday. Won't be long. 2 weeks for the Mudbugs are back on ice here in Shreveport at George's Pond on Hirsch Coliseum. Get your tickets, mudbugshockey.com, mudbugshockey.com. So easy to do. Text us on the Bayou Bell Waste Trash text line, 318-GUY, file 318-489-7453, 318-489-7453. The Bayou Bell Waste Trash text line. Rogers and I will be back right after this on 1130 The Tiger. Swoop Stores, brighten your day. 109 East Burt Coons in Shreveport, 3818 Industrial Drive in Bossier City. DB, the mobile mogul, joining us here. Dude, what's this Franklin home all about? It seems pretty spectacular.
Franklin's anything from a triple wide, quadruple wide, modular. The construction is second to none. They can do 2-story homes, 712 roofs, granite quartz countertops. It is a fine house.
When you talk about just a different level of home, figuratively and literally, I guess, huh?
Yeah, it's basically site-built home built in a factory in a climate-controlled environment.
Don't have to worry about wet lumber or wet insulation.
That's right.
That's the way to do it. It's never wet, always dry, like Donnie's humor. Brewer Quality Homes, 3830 East Texas, Bossier
Your
City.
washing machine died. A puddle forms on the floor, sending you running to the home improvement store, where you see the stainless steel machine of your dreams. For a minute, you're glad your old washer died, until you see the price of the new one. And now you die a little. Don't let those big box retailers leak on your dreams. Swing by Rent-A-Center or go to rentacenter.com and get the big brands you want for small payments you can afford, all without credit. Rent-A-Center. Big brands. Small payments. Rental purchase transactions. See store for details.
Clint McCullough, Russell Hall from Bayou Bell Waste in studio with us. Fellas, y'all are always in a good mood, and I have a feeling it's because of what you're doing down there and who you're doing it with, Bayou Bell.
Well, it's always great to go to work when you got friends to work with, and I tell you, it's just so fulfilling to be able to hire local people, support local families, and we just try to do some good.
Bayou Bell Waste, 671-9900, BayouBellWaste.com.
Heavy rain this morning causing backed up traffic all the way to
Please
Isaac.
remove all laptops and
Folks, we're number 9 on the list for takeoff, so settle in, keep those seatbelts fastened.
What fries with that?
Welcome to Westin.
Travel can be disruptive to your well-being. That's why at Westin Hotels and Resorts, we have rejuvenating heavenly beds, a nutritious superfoods RX menu, and a workout gear lending program to help you stay in control and rise above it all. Westin, let's rise.
There's a reason, Rogers, why frozen daiquiris are popular in Shreveport, Bossier.
Yeah.
Because it's so stinking hot.
Uh-huh.
You know what you need to do?
What?
Stop by Daiquiri Express.
And then?
Order one of the 150 flavors of daiquiris they have.
Uh-huh.
Go home.
Yeah.
And enjoy the heck out of it.
Oh!
Daiquiri Express has a new location as well, 5750 North Market, across the street from Walmart, next to Trejo's. It's where the new I-49 is crossing through. 5 locations of Daiquiri Express. Are you down with the GBT? Hey, you know me. Of course I am. Gibbsland Bank and Trust, the great banking team. Couple of locations for you here in Shreveport, of course, Mansfield Road, Williamson Way, 5360 East Texas in Bossier City. I want to stress again just the personal service you get with Gibbsland Bank and Trust. When you call customer service, they jump on whatever issue it is that you're calling about, immediately becomes priority one. you get that service at Gibbsland Bank and Trust.
Red River Brewing, 1200 Marshall Street. They're open from Hump Day to Holy Day. Wednesdays through Sundays, 11 a.m. till 10 p.m. And it's the home of the Fat Calf Boucherie. Oh, you want local meats? They've got them for you. Mouth-watering food, incredible craft beer. It's in one place. Red River Brewing, 1200 Marshall.
The Cleanup Hour, hitting fourth. First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice Personnel your last call. 797-7810.
The thrill of victory.
KWKH AM Shreveport Bossier.
Hey, you're going to want to listen to this?
The home of LSU sports is 1130 The Tiger.
Welcome back, everybody. 11:30 The Tiger. How you doing, everybody? Oh, it's been a long time. Oh, it's been such a long time. As I did the stroll, I'll tell you that much. Glad to have you back with us here on 11:30 The Tiger. Tim Fletcher Show. 9:02 is the time. Rogers Hampton and I are hanging out with you on this lovely day. And, of course, the reason that we like to do these kind of things with you is, hey, let's go ahead and take a look at a little SEC update.
Yes, SEC Update is brought to you by Red River Brewing, 1200 Marshall Street in Shreveport. They're open Hump Day to Holy Day.
The fine folks over at 538.com have updated chances to win the conference, chances to make the playoffs, and the percentage chance to win the national title, and your percentage chance to win your next game. Taking a look at, say the top, let's just say, I don't know, top 20 teams that involve SEC schools. Kentucky has a 6% chance to win the conference, a 7% chance to make the playoffs, less than a 1% chance to win the national title. Their next game, Georgia. Their percentage chance to win, 28%. Meanwhile, Georgia has a 31% chance, according to 538.com, to win the conference, 33% chance to win the playoffs or make the playoffs, and a 9% chance to win the title. Obviously, Kentucky's got a 28% chance to win, while Georgia's got a 72% chance to win. LSU, a 9% chance to win conference, 17% chance to make the playoff, 3% chance to win the title, but only a 29% chance to beat Alabama Saturday.
This SEC Update was brought to you by Red River Brewing. They're open from Hump Day to Holy Day. Red River Brewing, 1200 Marshall Street.
Yeah, those detestable Alabama Crimson Tide. Neanderthals, 54% chance to win the conference, 68% chance to make the playoffs, 27% chance to win the national title, 71% chance to beat LSU, and a 39% chance to win the rest of their games. By the way, LSU only a 29% chance to beat Alabama, only a 9% chance to win the remainder of their games. If you look at the top 4, 8, 10, only West Virginia has a lower percentage chance to win out at 7% than LSU at 9%. Teams ahead of them, Michigan, 23% chance to win out. Ohio State, 21% chance. Georgia, 23%. OU, 28%. Clemson has a 64% chance to win the rest of their games. They have the highest percentage chance to win the conference at 84%, highest percentage chance to make the playoffs at 85%, and the highest percentage chance to win the national title at 31%.
I mean, they basically have become the Alabama of the ACC. I mean, there's one, and then you go from there.
And, man, I'm telling you, Rogers, I thought when Rick went to Miami and when Jimbo was at Florida State, it just seemed like it's going to be, buddy, they're going to be going toe-to-toe for a long time. It is a joke.
It has not worked out that way.
No, it is not. Who literally is the second best team in the ACC? I know ranking wise, it's Syracuse.
I was going to say the Orange. That's exactly what I was going to say.
You believe the pollsters? It's Syracuse 22, Virginia 23, BC 24. But really, is that
it's Clemson?
But everybody's chasing Clemson.
Yeah,
they have got such a gap. And man, that Trevor Lawrence kid looks like he's kind of fitting in. He took another shot though.
Yeah, he plays a little wild, little reckless abandon. But that's it's okay in high school.
Yeah.
Then you get to big boy college. It hurts.
It kind of lingers.
It kind of hurts.
Ask our boy Jacob.
And not good like cranberry linger.
No. Oh, God. Geez, they've got Louisville this week, at BC next week, Duke the next, South Carolina they are the biggest shoe-in for the playoffs that there is. I mean, I can't help it that Jimbo kind of let it slip, and Taggart's just a moron. Just not a very good coach. And I can't help it that Mark Richt just doesn't have it this year. You know?
Yeah.
So it's not Dabo's fault. Not Clemson's fault.
Yeah, it's kind of like blaming Nick Saban.
Yeah. And as someone mentioned, Syracuse nearly beat Clemson. But if you remember, that's the game that they had the third-string kid ended up being the quarterback half the time because they knocked out Lawrence, and that was when Bryant had already transferred.
That's exactly right. That was the same week.
So you had a kid who had not taken a snap all season long.
Me?
I got to do what? Huh?
You were pointing at me?
And he rallied him to the win. So, you know, one team that didn't get a whole lot of love, but doggone it, man, they're fun to watch. And I'm not saying this because of Marquez Stevenson. Those Houston Cougars are a fun team to watch.
That is one thing they bring to the table year in and year out. It is a fun offense to watch with Applewhite.
Whew. They wore South Florida out Saturday, 57-36.
Yeah.
They have scored the fewest points they've scored in a game this year is 41.
Wow. And that was probably a loss.
No, that was the Tulsa win where I think it was kind of like just a miserable-looking game.
Yeah.
They scored 42 in a win over East Carolina, 49 against Navy, 45 in a win over Arizona, 45 in a win over Rice, 49 in a loss to Texas Tech. And Texas Tech's defense has kind of looked like they're not that bad. They got beat 63-49 by Texas Tech. They scored 70 against Texas Southern, SWAC team, but 57. And our man Marquez Stevenson did it again. 15-yard touchdown pass, 38-yard touchdown reception. What were his final stats from this week? He is just 6 catches, 106 yards, 2 touchdowns.
That's pretty good.
Not bad. Pretty good day. They're building a statue of you at LSU if you get that done.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, Cougar High, they are a fun little team to watch. They are could be interesting. They are going to be in a very good bowl game against a really good team for a chance to kind of leave a mark from the group of 5. The Big 12, we mentioned it, how Iowa State and West Virginia basically control their destiny. Iowa State gets Texas. If they beat Texas, if they beat Kansas on the road, beat Baylor at home, which they should, beat Texas on the road, they get Kansas State and Incarnate Word. Yeah. If they win all their games, they are in the Big 12 championship game. If West Virginia handles their business, because they've got the loss to Iowa State, they've got Texas, Oklahoma, TCU, and Oklahoma State. So West Virginia's got a tougher road to hoe in the Big 12. They go to Texas this week, host TCU, at Oklahoma State, and then home against Oklahoma. But again, if they went out, then they knock Oklahoma out of the picture, and they'd finish second to Iowa State if Iowa State wins out. How many had Iowa State and West Virginia controlling their destiny heading into November? Meanwhile, the SEC's thinking, are we sure two's the only amount of teams we can put in there? Can we get three?
Can we get three?
How about LSU, Georgia, Alabama, and Clemson?
And then y'all do your own little thing.
Go have a little party.
There you go.
Walk-Ons Independence Bowl, of course, will be here before you know it. To get in shape for it, I'm trying to eat as much walk-ons as I can.
That makes a lot of sense.
Doesn't it make sense? Yeah. You know, Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar, your home for the Patriots and the Bills tonight. Your home for NBA action, of course. It was your home last night for the Saints game. Both places absolutely packed. Of course, there's a reason why. The food is outstanding. The service is impeccable. The drinks are, they're all so tasty. Did I mention how good the food is? Holy moly, it's good stuff. Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar. Uri Drive in Shreveport, off East 70th, the original location here. And, of course, in Bossier City on Airline Drive, just north of I-220. 318, Trevor Lawrence is the real deal. When you come in as a true freshman and make three other quarterbacks transfer, one being Kelly Bryant, who helped Clemson to the playoff last year, really Lawrence might have done the Hogs fans a favor. Yeah, really could have. If Kelly Bryant ends up in Fayetteville, I agree. Coop says Syracuse nearly beat Clemson. Yep, they did. Draco, shirtless professor for the head coach at Florida State. Not a bad idea. Rogers deserves credit for calling the Kentucky season back in July.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. We were kind of on that Kentucky train a little early. I mean, coming off what they did last year helps as well, but we felt like it wasn't a fluke last year. The Stoops actually has this Kentucky football program headed in the right direction.
Did you see the Kentucky-Missouri game?
Just the highlights.
Okay. I'm watching it. Once again, I'm batching it this weekend.
So you all eyes.
All eyes were on 58 football games.
You're the man with the butt on the pine.
Yes. So here it is, Kentucky's last play of the game. They're down 14 to 9. It's 14 to 9. Okay? Last play of the game. Quarterback throws it deep into the corner. They're on like the 10-yard line or so. Throws it deep into the corner, the fade route. Throws it way out of bounds. I mean, it's uncatchable. And the receiver and the defensive back are clawing at each other all the way the 10-yard route, well, 20 yards, I guess, from the 10-yard line down in the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
Getting after each other pretty good. Uncatchable. They're both interfering with each other. Game over. No, they called interference on Missouri. So an untimed down.
And this was at Missouri?
At Missouri.
Oh.
From the 2-yard line.
Ooh.
And there's a timeout. Kentucky goes over. They call the play over there, and the guy who had the game-winning catch said, we knew in the timeout I was going to get it. I knew I was going to make the play. Rogers, I kid you not, he's lined up kind of as the H-back. Actually, he's kind of split out a little bit. But he's a big tight end for Kentucky. He takes off, 2-yard line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps, pushes the defender completely off of him, takes a step to his right, wide open, hits him in the gut. And the Missouri defender was still falling backwards by the time the guy caught the pass. Touchdown! Kentucky wins! I'm like, wait a minute. Again, no dog in the fight.
Yeah, no,
don't give a rat's rear end who wins.
Yeah.
Kind of for Kentucky, I guess, just because it'd be kind of fun to see somebody make next week's games more fun because they're playing Georgia.
Absolutely.
Hey, where's the pass interference call? And then I was like, well, they got to kick the extra point. You never know what happens there, man. You block it, Because I was already thinking, man, if I'm Missouri, if I'm Kentucky, I snap it. I act like I'm going for 2. I just snap the ball, take a knee, and you're done with it. Then you don't have to worry about fumbling or having the kick blocked or something like that. They just let him run off the field. It's an SEC rule. You've got to attempt the extra point. I'm like, well, I mean, there was a 1 in a million chance that Kentucky was going to do something to foul it up.
Yeah.
But again, refs just really had a hard time. Shouldn't have been interference on Missouri on the last play of the game. Should have been interference on Kentucky's offensive player in the untimed down, and they never ran the extra point. 3 things. All with in the last 2 seconds of the game, there were 3 things where the refs completely blew it. Like, wow, that is not good. Not a good look for the SEC. Bama Doug wants us to remember that, don't forget, Bama's no good. They haven't played anybody. I never said they weren't any good, but they haven't played anybody, Bama Doug. What are the records? I've got the, where is it? I've printed up, this is from last week. All right, let's take a look at the team. Well, we'll take a timeout. And then we'll take a look at the teams that Alabama has faced. You stop me when I get to a team that scares you or is any good. Bistro Barons on Line Avenue. Oh, oui, we are a day away from the Fat Tuesday at Bistro Barons. Oh, I came over from La France, and I brought Le Fat Tuesday with me. Way down yonder in the fire. And all of a sudden, the people, they started taking with the French, and then they kind of moved it in with the American, and then all of a sudden we got the Piro. Pierre started talking more like Thibodeau. And everybody now knows what you got to do on Tuesdays, and that's go to Bistro Baron and enjoy them $7.99 po' boys. Bistro Barons. My wife told me to eat some vegetables. I'm like, well, they do have some good veggies at Bistro Barons, so I could probably do Bistro Barons tonight. And maybe Bistro Barons tomorrow. Shrimp's a vegetable, isn't it? Down here it is. We're a Gulf Coast state. Shrimp should be considered a vegetable. Exactly. Get your po' boys tomorrow on Fat Tuesday at Bistro Barons. Line Avenue, Shreveport, Louisiana. Bistro Barons, po' boys, $7.99 every single Tuesday. The Tim Fletcher Show, 11:30. The Tiger will return with Rogers Hampton right after these words. Wouldn't trade my Cajun baby for the world's gold. The Cleanup Hour, hitting fourth. First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice Personnel your last call. 797-7810. Got a text from Jay Wang over at Chevyland. Man, he is high on this deal. They have got a great situation developing here with Silverados. Oh, is this the best looking Silverado they've ever made? $12,000 off Silverado Crew Cab Texas Edition with GM Finance and Trade Assistance. A huge sale, a huge deal right now at Chevyland. You know it by the feeling. 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana.
This week, find great deals at Walgreens, like buy one, get one free on hundreds of vitamins and supplements to help you stay healthy. Get ready for that big game with 16-ounce Blue Diamond almonds, regularly $9.99, now just $5.99 with card. Looking for a sweet deal? Select Hershey candy bars, just 2 for $1 with card. Get great deals on the essentials you need right here at your neighborhood Walgreens. Walgreens, trusted since 1901. While supplies last, restrictions and exclusions apply. See store for details.
Stop by Lowe's to save on quick ways to refresh the look of your home in time for the holidays. You'll find the best lineup of interior paint brands around, including paint and primer in one options from HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, like Showcase and Infinity. Both provide an easy one-coat coverage in design-inspired colors, starting at just $34.98 per can, so you can give your home a whole new look before guests arrive. All projects have a starting point. Start with Lowe's.
O'Reilly.
Eventually, it's going to happen. You'll turn the key and your engine won't start. Don't lose your ability to get around. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts for a Super Start battery. Whether it's a reliable economy, hardworking premium, or powerful extreme, you'll find it at an everyday low price. Don't let a dead battery slow you down. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Experience Dell Cinema technology on the Dell XPS 13, the laptop for people who never say no to one more episode.
Hi there. I'm calling about my dinner reservation at 7. Yeah, I'm not going to make that.
With lifelike color, brilliant sound clarity, and uninterrupted streaming, Dell Cinema technology on the Dell XPS 13 with an 8th Gen Intel Core i7 processor makes whatever you love to watch even better. To learn more, call 800-BY-DELL. That's 800-BY-DELL.
We used to always argue about data.
She's always like, don't stream so many videos.
Now, thanks to Total Wireless, we get 50% more data. So, no more arguments.
About data, at least.
Hey!
Bring your number to Total Wireless right now and get 50% more data. That means a family of 4 can get over 37 gigs of shared 4G LTE data for $25 per line per month. Total Wireless, total confidence. Ends January 2nd, 2019. Plans with data only. Excludes ports from TracFone Wireless Inc. brands. Terms at TotalWireless.com.
Welcome to Walk-On's Bistro and Bar, where every dish starts from scratch. Fresh ingredients bring our food to life. Mouth-watering cuisine, unique flavors, and we're always more than happy to share our Southern charm and culture. A love of life, family, food, friends, fun, sports, and celebrations. Walk-Ons. It's game day with the taste of Louisiana.
11:30 The Tiger, your home for LSU sports, powered by Jack Spring Electric.
The Cleanup Hour, hitting fourth. First choice personnel. Make first choice personnel your last call. 797-7810.
11:30 The Tiger is your home for Wrestling Observer Live, weekdays at 2 p.m., where we talk pro wrestling from around the globe. Catch us this afternoon at 2, right here on 11:30 The Tiger.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. 11:30 The Tiger, Tim Fletcher Show. Cruising on through this lovely day. You know what I mean. I just said I did. Not even listening. Miller Tree Service, 747-1568. Got beautiful sunshiny skies today. People walking down the service road with a jacket tied around their waist. Oh, it's a bad place to walk, man. There ain't no way for a car to... Well, oh, boy. A car just had to drive on this side of the yellow line, as a matter of fact, to avoid hitting them. Now that we can see everything, I don't know if we want to see everything, Rogers. Miller Tree Service. 4 licensed arborists on staff. Tree removal. Using that crane that they have for trees in tight spaces. That's also to make sure they do as little damage as possible to any of your landscaping and your lawn. These folks know how to get it done. 35-plus years in business. Miller Tree Service, 747-1568. For you military folks out there. That's how you say 1568. 1 or 5 or 6 or 8er. Alpha Foxtrot Whiskey Tango. Which is the only way you could get me to do the tango. I got to have enough whiskey in me. This comes from, I guess, Tiger Droppings. Big Red sends it on the Bayou Bellways Trash Text line, 318-489-7453. This can't be stated enough. Alabama's opponents are 29-36 overall, and their opponents have only 7 wins against Power 5 schools. Ole Miss has beaten Texas Tech and Arkansas. A&M has beaten Arkansas, Kentucky, and South Carolina. Missouri has beaten Purdue. Tennessee has beaten Auburn. LSU's opponents are 40-23 overall, and those opponents have 19 wins over Power 5 schools, so less than 25% of Alabama's opponents' wins are against Power 5 schools, whereas our opponents' wins versus Power 5 schools is just under 50. They have blown everyone out, no blank. Their toughest 2-game stretch was Ole Miss and A&M. Here's how the game plays out. They go on. Yeah, here's Alabama's schedule. They've beaten the 2-6 Louisville team, 4-4 Arkansas State, 5-3 Ole Miss, 5-3 A&M, 4-4 UL Lafayette, 2-7 Arkansas, 4-4 Mizzou, 3-5 Tennessee. LSU has beaten Miami, 5-3 Southeastern, who's in. Yeah. Auburn's 5-3. They beat Tech 6-2. Ole Miss at 5-3, 6-2 Florida, 7-1 Georgia, 5-3 Mississippi State. If Alabama they haven't played them yet. If Alabama had beaten Mississippi State would be their best win. You know, if they had played Auburn, that would be their best win. There are 4 teams, maybe 5, on LSU's schedule that they have beaten that would be the best win for Alabama if it's on their schedule. Mississippi State is better than anybody else on that roster because Mississippi State just beat A&M. Georgia is better than anybody on Alabama's schedule. Florida is better than anybody on their schedule. And Auburn may be better than anybody on that schedule. Has A&M played Auburn yet? Doesn't seem like they have.
Doesn't seem like it, but this has been a weird year.
They have. Oh, they play. No, they play this week. Yeah, they play this week.
This week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Auburn plays A&M this week. So if Auburn wins that game, then literally you could say, because Auburn and A&M both are 5-3, and they've kind of played a similar enough schedule, I guess. If Auburn beats A&M, which that game is at home for Auburn, I think you could say that Alabama, Tech, would be one of their second best win. The best win on their schedule is A&M. And the A&M win would be 4th best on the LSU schedule. Behind Georgia, Florida, Mississippi State. And depending on what happens with Auburn, it might be the 5th best win. So that's why people keep saying that LSU's got more than a puncher's chance, is that Alabama just hasn't been tested. Here's the thing, Rogers, and I know that we'll get into this as the week wears on.
Yes, sir.
Tagovailoa and none of these starters have had to play 4 quarters.
Yeah.
What's the forecast in Baton Rouge Saturday?
Well, it never rains and
except every single stinking day. They said that time when LSU played Oregon State, and it was the biggest downpour I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, can we stop with that?
Can we stop?
It doesn't. I can't see in front of my face. 70 for the high and sunny, so it should be a pretty day. Still, 70 degrees, perfect weather. So weather shouldn't be a factor. Heat, humidity shouldn't be a factor. But the fact that LSU has had to play 4 quarters against Mississippi State, Georgia, Florida, Ole Miss, Tech, obviously, Auburn. I mean, they've played of their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of their 8 games, I keep saying Florida. They didn't beat Florida. If of their 8 games, they've had to play deep into the 4th quarter with their starters, 7 of them, except for the Southeastern game. So, I think they're pretty. Don't we think conditioning might have something to do with this? If you haven't been asked to pull a 12-hour shift and you're used to working outside, 2 or 3 hours a day.
No, that's a good point.
All of a sudden,
yeah,
they get older.
Or we're used to working, in a radio station all week, and on the weekends we do yard work, and not quite the same anymore.
No.
I can't quite do this like I used to.
There's a lot more resistance on this rake than this microphone.
It sure is. Where's the blower?
He went to school about 8:30. So I say blow hard?
Oh!
318. Just stop with that Alabama schedule. They're the best team in the country. I do believe LSU can win, but it won't be because Alabama is overrated. Just go out there and play the best you've ever played and force some turnovers. I believe that Alabama's the best team in the country, but I also believe that in some point it's don't you want college football to be a meritocracy? That you get to the top because you've earned your way there, as opposed to the British family, the royal family. Just because he did that to her and they had this, hey, there's the king. Huh? What did he do? He was born. Well, that doesn't have any. Just because Alabama is Alabama and because they're undefeated doesn't mean that they're going to be the best team when all the dust settles. I think they will. They certainly look like they will be.
And we're probably looking at another Clemson, Alabama.
Probably so.
The first playoff or the second one.
Probably so.
To me, it's the other two teams that are up in the air.
Yeah.
Barring all.
Yeah, because Michigan's not going to finish.
I don't think so either. I mean,
I think Notre Dame can still slip up.
Is.
The best thing that Notre Dame has going for it is they don't have a conference championship.
You're right. It's just over.
Yeah.
Nope, season's over.
Season's over. We're good. We're undefeated. Hey. So, I do think that Alabama is the best team, but I don't think they've earned the right to be number one in the country, if that makes any sense. They haven't played enough people. It all goes out the window. This week, if they blow LSU out, then to me that is okay.
Let's just get
it over there. Get it over with. Let's just get it done. Hyrail says, I was at a cheer competition Saturday. It ended at 5:30, and they had a Mudbugs game that night. What's the deal with the couches on the floor? Mudbugs were not playing at home. They're on the road. They had some senior thing going on. Yeah. Elton John Ware sent me a photo of himself enjoying the cheer competition, which I'm sure he did. Does Jacob give Adam the business when Texas lays an egg like they did Saturday? I would assume so. Because if not, then I'll start doing a little bit more. You know? And I'll be more than happy to fill that void if it's not being taken care of.
This afternoon, and you want to call in? And
yeah.
Y'all both kind of.
Yeah. Well, there is a controversy brewing in a locker room in the NFL. We got somebody who has absolutely gone off the beaten path. As the folks from Deadspin say, he went rogue. Is it Tampa Bay? Is it Green Bay? Or is it Cleveland? Which team has a rogue player that doomed their chances yesterday? We'll tell you when we come back. Tim Fletcher Show, 11:30 The Tiger. Brought to you by Gibbsland Bank and Trust, the great banking team. 4.11% interest with your free reward checking. Let your money simply make more money. It's, well, let me see. It's 9:34. We had a couple of our sponsors checks come in over the weekend, and I was like, oh, I want to get these done. Oh, yep, deposit approved, deposit approved, deposit approved, deposit approved. Woo-woo! Thank you, Gibbsland Bank and Trust. Now, the check to LSU and all that good stuff, it's all taken care of. Now, Rogers, hold off on yours for a little bit. Okay. Gibbsland Bank and Trust, the great banking team. Get your ATM fees refunded. 4.11% interest, all with your hometown free reward checking. Tim Fletcher Show, 11:30 The Tiger, brought to you by Gibbsland Bank and Trust. It's a Monday morning quarterback edition of the Tim Fletcher Show, brought to you by Campers RV Center. Campers RV. Whether you want to hit the trails, hit the highway, just relax, they've got something for you. Campers RV Center, West 70th in Shreveport. We'll be back right after this. The Cleanup Hour, hitting fourth. First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice Personnel your last call. 797-7810. Northwestern State University is a school on the grow, topping 10,000 students. Of course, we all know the benefits of the Northwestern State Nursing School. It's amazing. Every time you go to see the doctor, you run into somebody who's gone to Northwestern State Nursing School. They have done so much for our community, and now they're doing even more for young folks around here who decide that, I want to go to college. I want to go somewhere far enough away but close enough for laundry. Northwestern State. It's a school on the grow and a school just for you. Donnie Brewer, Brewer Quality Homes, joining us here as always. And DB, I know things are exciting at 3830 East Texas because of a new arrival.
Yeah, we're getting Jessup Housing in, so we're very excited about this new house. It's the greatest value in a single wide on the market, 16 by 80 and $46,995, and it's loaded.
Now, when you say loaded, give me one example where this thing just kind of stands out above the rest.
It's construction, so 16-inch centers on your lumber. There's fiberglass showers and tubs instead of plastic, and porcelain lavatories. It's a very, very well-constructed house.
Brewer Quality Homes, 3830 East Texas. Everything Dottie touches turns to sold.
BankrollBets.com.
Let's face it, humans are idiots when it comes to picking winners and totals. Bankroll Bets is a technologically advanced AI system programmed specifically to discover winners.
BankrollBets.com.
The system doesn't care if the quarterback shaved his mustache off, a third baseman got dunked by his girlfriend, or if it's your father's former point guard's birthday. It's about finding value and winners.
BankrollBets.com.
No scandy cappers, no emotions, no BS.
Success can be a track meet and a marathon.
BankrollBets.com.
Name a day of the week, and Daiquiri Express has got a really good deal for you, and this happens at all 5 locations. Of course, the one on Mansfield Road in front of Big Lots has the drive-through, the brand new spot on North Market where I-49's coming through, on Uri Drive before you get to LSUS, and of course Shreveport Barksdale at the base of the Barksdale Bridge, and on Pines Road near the radio station. If it's Sunday, happy hour from 4 till 8. Monday, happy hour starts early at 3. Tipsy Tuesday, $2 Jell-O shots. On Wednesday, buy one, get one free all day long. Everybody else, it's happy hour 4 to 7, no matter what day it is, at Daiquiri Express. Arms hurt, shoulders hurt, knees, ankles, hips. Name a body part. No, Roger's not that one. Chillin' Hill. Everything hurts until you go to Chillin' Hill. The road to recovery. Chillin' Hill. Seriously, give them 3 minutes and you'll be dancing out of Chillin' Hill. Limp in, dance out. 460 Ashley Ridge Boulevard, Suite 600. 798-4325. 798-4325. Nicole joins us from First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call, 797-7810. Nicole, the CDL operation thing there where you're always looking for drivers.
We are. We look for Class A. We look for Class B drivers. We're always looking for drivers. They can give us a call. We need with endorsements, without endorsements, always give us a call.
Now, if you need someone who leaves the left blinker on, Rogers Hampton is available. First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call, 797-7810. Hitting cleanup for us here on the Tim Fletcher Show. It's First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice Personnel your last call, 797-7810.
1130, The Tiger.
Boom, 9:39 is the time on this lovely Monday morning right here. Tim Fletcher Show. Rogers Hampton. We are on the Tim Fletcher Show. Whoa, whoa. Rotolo's Craft and Crust. Oh, buddy, the cauliflower power is in full force at Rotolo's Craft and Crust. Oh, buddy, that is so good. I love it at Rotolo's so very, very much. Here's my deal. Allie's been gone for a couple of days, down there visiting the kiddos down in Baton Rouge, getting some painting done and all this good stuff, and taking pictures of a giant moth that may have been a bat that was inside of our camper. But anywho, do you know how much self-discipline I've had to show not to go to Rotolo's every night? I mean, seriously. I could try something new every time. I could just get the Chalmette flatbread, for instance. That could be a meal. But I've shown discipline. But even me, a man who's got strong convictions, could only hold out for so long. So there's going to be a little trip to Rotolo's. Maybe for the Monday Night Football game tonight. Rotolo's Craft and Crust on East 70th. That cauliflower crust pizza is delicious. And I could order the regular and tell Allie that I got the cauliflower crust. Who's going to know? Unless.
The box is going to be empty.
Box will be empty. All the evidence will be gone. I got buddies down there, you know, Grayson, and he ain't tell anybody. Keep it on the DL. I like it. I think I got a foolproof plan here.
Just don't tell nobody.
I won't tell a soul.
No, just don't let anybody
you and
catch wind of that.
No.
Okay.
Not out there in Midland, Texas.
No, not even as far as that goes.
This morning, for those who missed out on the very
Derek,
first part of the show, Derek called in. He's out there working in the oil field. Midland, Texas.
While we were still at low power.
Low power, 615, listening to us. He said, I just thought, you know, what the heck, I put it on in one of the presets.
He just started putting preset buttons.
Hit the preset, he goes, that's Tim.
What? Are they doing a remote in Midland?
511 miles away.
Yeah, you looked it up. That was awesome.
So just remember that. There may or may not be another sports station in town, but you can hear it maybe 3 streets over from where they broadcast from, right around that much.
Yeah.
We're 511 miles away. People can still hear
I mean, you're basically the other station. You kind of have to, like, sit in your chair, hold some aluminum foil,
like
and spin around a bunch, and then you might be able to hear
it
here and there.
Like broadcasting in a closet.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you want to go...
It's almost like they have to scream at you to hear
If you want to advertise on a station where people can actually hear you,
yeah.
Then we've got this show, JJ and Ben, Hanging with Hester, Friday Football Frenzy.
Yeah. And maybe even some more.
Maybe some more coming from 3 to 5.
Yeah, who put the cookie in the cookie jar? Tim Fletcher did. He put the cookies in the cookie jar. It's your chance to reach in and get one.
Right. Want some, get some.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want your message to be heard. Maybe you don't.
And if you don't.
Maybe if you don't, then there's other places you can advertise.
It's America.
It is America. Hyrail says, me and Ware sat beside each other. Well, that was probably fun. He went with Georgia. I went with Georgia. He went with the Gators. I think I went with the Gators.
Oh, did you?
Can't remember.
I can't remember if you picked them either.
The revisionist in me says, no, I went with Georgia the whole time.
Yeah, the whole.
But I thought. 318, would you entertain negative phone calls like Feinbaum with some yelling and calling people out? Of course. Why wouldn't we? Late to the party, have we heard from Vandy Sports Talk Radio about being 2 wins away from being eligible for a bowl game, and would they accept a bid from Shreveport?
They have and did and done and good. I mean, they drugged themselves right through this whole city there.
They've been drugged.
Point, Deuce.
They've been drugged through here, Deuce.
They've been drugged here, Deuce.
Kurt Cobain with the...
DJ Apple. What game is he watching?
Who is he talking to? See,
Streif, the wrong
what are y'all
channel?
doing?
Oh, it's the wrong game. What are you doing?
We're not even sure that we had a football game last Saturday, to be honest with you. It was a beautiful day in Nashville. Someone told me that we had a football game against Arkansas. I was like, Arkansas?
Kansas, as we say.
They don't even have a rowing team. They tube and raft in Arkansas. My gosh, the cretins. I assume they still eat meat up in Arkansas as well.
How blasé.
We had our Oktoberfest this weekend. And you know what we do at Oktoberfest? We look down on those who drink beer. Our Oktoberfest is nothing but the finest of fine wines. Germans, oh gosh, no Germans. Only Nashvillians. Only Vanderbilt people are allowed to celebrate in Vanderbilt. Bowl game? Oh, does that mean an extra week of football? I'd rather someone steal my skiff. Muffy has no time to join me on a football trip to some gosh-forsaken town like Dallas. Ugh, Arlington, please. The stadium's next to a tire repair center. I mean, really? You call that a stadium? Jerry's World. I don't want to be a part of that. Don't want to breathe the oxygen there. Of course, at Vanderbilt, we pipe in our own oxygen. We actually use real baby's breath for our oxygen. From very poor babies. There we go. Vandy Sports Radio. They do not want to go to a bowl game, apparently. Who knew? There is a locker room that is a little ticked off today, Rogers, in the NFL.
Yes, sir. Who might that be?
It would be Ben Marshall's beloved Green Bay Packers.
Oh.
So,
yeah,
I was watching this game, and I was in my little picks pool that I've got. I had Green Bay.
Did you? Okay.
Okay, so I was feeling pretty froggy. I'm going to win this thing. I had to think they were 9.5-point underdog. I was like, all right, so I got this one.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, I want the Packers to win, though, because I want the Rams to be 7-1. They need to have a loss so that the Saints beat them next week.
Then
Saints are a game ahead.
They'd have the tiebreak. Yep.
All right. So
I'm with you.
On the last possession that the Packers had, Ty Montgomery was taken out of the game. Ty Montgomery didn't take too kindly to that. He became enraged after being removed. One player told Michael Silver that they took him out of the play and he slammed his helmet and threw it, and then threw a fit. So the Rams scored to take the 29-27 lead. Isn't that the score, 29-27? They told Ty Montgomery, because there was 2:06 to play, take a knee, no time off the clock, get to the 25-yard line, run a play, 2-minute warning, still have one timeout left. Packers just needed a field goal.
And you have Aaron Rodgers.
And you got number 12.
Yeah.
One Packers coach told Michael Silver Aaron was hot, and he had a right to be, because Ty Montgomery did not take a knee. He took a knee after he was driven to his knees. He caught the ball 3 yards deep in the end zone. Could have knelt right there. No time off the clock. Ball on the 25. Instead, he takes off running. He gets to the 17 and gets absolutely popped by Rameek Wilson. And he fumbled. And it was clearly recovered by the Rams. Ball game over. Aaron Rodgers never got a chance.
Nope.
Packers coach said Aaron was hot, had a right to be. He yelled, "Take a blanking knee." He was very, very mad. Another Packers player said, before the kickoff, they told Montgomery to take a knee, and he ran it out anyway. You know what that was? That was him saying, "I'm going to do me." It's a blanking joke. I mean, what the blank are you doing? We've got Aaron Rodgers, the best I've ever seen, and you're going to take that risk? I mean, it's 12. All you got to do is give him the ball, and you know what's going to happen. Rodgers afterwards said, our defense was playing really well, stopping them over and over again. We've got to get more than 10 points while all that's happening. And to have it in the way it did, obviously, it's frustrating. Another Packer player, that hurt us. This game was a bunch of little bull blank that built up and caught up to us in the end. And Montgomery's decision to return the kick, I don't even know what that was. I'm still in shock. So Ty Montgomery was told, take a knee. What do you do if you're McCarthy?
Wow. I guess you do what he did and you're out of the game.
I think that's what you got to do from that point forward for a while, don't you? I mean, Ty Montgomery's a valuable piece of their team.
Yes, he is, but if he purposely...
He sabotaged your effort to win.
And that could be a game that cost you a playoff spot.
It definitely could. We're talking about week 9 next week.
Yeah, their record's not the best.
No. They are
4-2-1 or something like that.
They're at New England next Sunday night.
So 4-3 and
Battle
1.
of the 12s. Yeah, the whole Michael Jordan promo.
Yeah,
the jerseys determine who's the greatest.
That's right.
I get that's a great promo,
I understand.
there is a little number 9 that I think could enter that conversation.
They seem to overlook him.
Overlook Drew Brees. Yeah, that's okay. Let
him. Hey,
second Super Bowl win this year will put people in their place.
Yeah. That's all he's lacking is one more just to solidify.
The Packers won yesterday, Rogers. They're 4-2-1. They're in the lead for the division.
Exactly, but they're what, 3-3-1?
3-3-1. So they're now technically behind Minnesota, who's 4-3-1.
And then look at all the other
Bears
4-3s and 3-4s in that NFC.
I mean, you're 4-2-1. Two losses, you would have been equal with the Redskins in losses.
Yes.
Equal with the Panthers in losses.
Yeah.
And only behind the Saints and Rams as the only teams with no or one loss.
Very pivotal loss for the Packers.
It was nuts. Bama Doug says respect for Gurley taking a knee to run the clock out to ensure time to run the clock out. Yeah, they call that play Timex because it's all about time is everything.
Keeps on ticking.
They say that McVay calls their he said in those situations they just call it Rolex in the huddle or on the sideline because that means time is more valuable than points or yards. So Rolex, if you get the yardage, hit the ground, stay in bounds in the game. And that's exactly what they did. So while Gurley certainly, could have kept running, he was also instructed by his head coach. He listened to his head coach. Isn't that amazing?
And look what happened. Look at the outcome.
Yes, they won. All right. Does Drew have a chance to win the MVP? Yeah, he does. I don't know who's got the best chance right now. I mean, is it Goff or Gurley?
I was going to say I'd probably go Gurley just because that dude's...
He's something else, man. And I know that Whitworth and company are opening up holes.
Oh, yes. But you still have to run through them and run over them and run past them.
He's doing all that.
Yeah, he is. He's very impressive, man.
What's weird? I know we need to take one more time out. You know what's really weird?
What's really weird?
I forget who it was. I think it might have been Pro Football Talk or somebody. Cam Newton, who won the MVP in 2014, his numbers this year are way up over his numbers in his MVP year. Completion percentage is about 7% higher. Touchdown to interception ratio at this point in his MVP season was like 1-to-1. It ain't 1-to-1 this year, and his touchdown to interception is like 4-to-1. His passing yards are up. His rushing yards are up. Everything that Cam Newton is doing this year is better than his MVP year. They scare the daylights out of me. Oh, boy, he just made them. And that was the Ravens that the Saints struggled with. Don't let that get lost on you. That was not lost on me yesterday watching that going, ooh, buddy. Panthers are treating the Ravens a whole lot worse than the Saints did. So, and they get Tampa Bay this week. They have to go to Pittsburgh, at Detroit, get Seattle, at Tampa, at Cleveland. Dude, they're going to win a lot of games. They'll beat Detroit on the road. They'll beat Seattle at home. They'll beat the Bucks, beat the Browns. Ugh. And then have the Saints, 2 of the final 3 games of the season. Saints and Falcons are their final 3 games. Tim Fletcher Show, 11:30 the time. We will return. Brewer Quality Homes, 3830 East Texas, Bossier City. Trying to set a record, man. 45 homes sold this month. I'm going to text Donnie here after the show and see where they are. I mean, the guy, he's amazing. You know he's going to do it. He's going to be, if he doesn't get it done, somebody's going to have to be running some sprints. He's going to have Nate Dizzle out there running 40s, some gassers. Tim Fletcher Show brought to you by Brewer Quality Homes. Everything you're looking for in a house, you will find in a Brewer Quality Home. How about $30-40 a square foot for the home of your dreams at Brewer Quality Homes, 3830 East Texas in Bossier. Hitting cleanup for us here on the Tim Fletcher Show, it's First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice Personnel your last call. 797-7810. The Bayou Bell Waste Boys are in studio with us. Clint McCullough, Russell Hall. It's got to be so fun working with people you care so much about.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have a great time every day, and I tell you, it's just so fulfilling to be able to support the local economy and hire people and be able to support families. We absolutely have a blast every day, and we certainly appreciate all your support.
Bayou Bell Waste, 671-9900, BayouBellWaste.com. Where else would you find incredible Red River hayride along with roasted bone marrow? Where else would you find Heliopolis from Red River Brewing and pork cracklins all in one place, all fresh? That's Red River Brewing, 1200 Marshall in downtown Shreveport. They're open from hump day to holy day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Bailey's is certainly a great place for guys to shop for the lovely ladies in their life, whether that lovely lady is a daughter, a mother, a wife, a girlfriend, maybe it's someone you aspire to get to know even better. But don't forget, Bailey's is also your watch headquarters for fellas. That's right, guys. It's time to keep time. If you are late for meetings, if you realize that you look on your wrist and all you're looking at are 2 moles and a freckle, that's not going to tell you the time. Oh, wait a minute. It's 2 freckles past 1 o'clock. I'll be doggone. Oh, no, it's in the morning. See, even my freckles can't tell the time that a beautiful Citizen's watch or Luminox watch from Bailey's can do. Bailey's, your home for fellas watches on East Texas, Bossier City, right in front of Pierre Bossier Mall. What are you really looking for in a bank? Customer service? Of course. You want that personal touch, right? Sure. You want a safe place, someplace you know that your money's going to be and it's going to grow, be there for you when you need it. Perfect. Technological advances. Yeah, that's one thing that you look for, right? Being able to bank anywhere, anytime, everywhere. You get all of that and more with Gibbsland Bank and Trust. The great banking team. Mansfield Road, Williamson Way, East Texas and Bossier City. The great banking team of Gibbsland Bank and Trust. The Cleanup Hour, hitting forth. First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice Personnel your last call. 797-7810.
You're on 1130 The Tiger.
Welcome back, everybody. 1130 The Tiger, Tim Fletcher Show. Bayou Bell Waste Trash text line. Pack will be 4-4-1 after Sunday. Are they already signed for they're yeah. That's a tough one to try to win in New England. Two Coat says, of course, Breeze is our MVP, but last night, Sharp, LT, and Sanders said who they thought was MVP. Sharp and LT both said Mahomes, and Sanders said Breeze. Mahomes is kind of hard not to put in that conversation, at least. I know that. Kid's something else, man. Going to be interesting. Tyreek Hill got a little banged up, I think, at the end of that game. We'll see what happens there. Of course, it's the Patriots and the Bills tonight. Jimmy V's will have the game. Walk-ons will have the game going. Rotolos will have the game going. Take your pick. Can't go wrong. We love the fact you guys hang out with us every day. And we appreciate the fine folks who make it possible, including Daiquiri Express, where eggnog daiquiris are in vogue. Daiquiri Express, 5 locations bringing you eggnog daiquiris. Giddy up.
Yes, I want to be in that.
Thomas LaValle, badge 1284. Rest in peace, TLV. Sorely missed. For Rogers, Hampton, Adam Hester, this is Tim Fletcher. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
KWKH-AM Shreveport Bossier.
And the Tigers lead it 23-6.
The home of LSU sports is 1130 The Tiger.